So my goal with this today was to have some input from people coming in. And if not, I've also been tuning in to all of the energy that has been moving about the world. So I am going to give us a few minutes to join in. Sorry for the delay. I am constantly technically challenged, it seems. So, yeah, what I wanted to do today was do something what I call my brew sessions. And in my brew sessions, I intuitively tune in when I work with clients one-to-one, what's coming up for them, what would help them really the most in this moment. And I really like to work from now. Where are we at right now? And sometimes it does take us backwards, but for the most part, it's whatever is in the forefront of our mind. For me, and what I've been doing is the work that's ready to go. It's ready to be healed. We're always seeing it and feeling it and hearing it. So I want to help you move that out. So before we started today, I did tune in to some things that I feel will benefit you that, like I said, come from this mix of modalities to help raise your vibration, help you release any unwanted patterns, habits, behaviors. It's different for everybody. So this is the first time, I'm very excited. This is the first time that I'm doing this for kind of a group. So just keep in mind that not everything that comes up might not resonate with you fully, but that's okay. It might resonate down the road and it might not resonate at all. But there's going to be elements that definitely, even just, I've spent this whole week asking even my clients what's coming up for you, to see energetically where everybody's at. And we're all kind of in a similar energy with all of the unknown that's going on right now. So I actually find it very exciting, as much as all of this chaos is feeling a little crazy. And we're so used to, our structured lives, our structured events. And it's really thrown a curveball to have to be at home and not working and not, or working differently. And I really feel this is a call for us to start doing things differently and to start doing it from a higher ground, a higher frequency. So let's get started. And if information comes in, I can't see any right now, but if feedback comes in as we go, then I will incorporate that as well. So it is important when you're doing any sort of energy work that you are free of distractions, that you're not trying to multitask, and that you're definitely not doing things like driving your car. A lot of people get very relaxed in these sessions, so I don't want you, doing something that you're supposed to be being responsible with, like driving. And also make sure that you drink some extra water. So as we move our energy energetically through, it still needs to also process in the body. And water, consuming water, is one of those ways that it will help us move it through. Okay? All right. So I'm going to give you a moment to get your water. Some people like having a journal. Some people see, sense things as they experience this. So you might want a journal nearby. And I recommend that you either sit but lean back to open the heart space to receive, or lie down. The energy can come to you no matter what. So do what feels most comfortable for you. All right. I'll give you another minute. And if you are ready to go, let's just tune into our bodies. Tune in to allow yourself to feel the emotions that maybe you've been kind of pushing down these past 2 weeks. With all of I know I did. And then I sat and gave myself space to honor those feelings. It's so important. Our emotions want to move. They need to flow. So we don't want to squish them down small. And when we're in this phase of kind of moving through massive change, sometimes that gets pushed off to the side and kind of forgotten about or pushed aside because we have other things to frantically worry about or whatever it is, right? So I just want you to take a few deep breaths. And while you're breathing, I want you to allow yourself to call up those emotions that have been there. They've been present. You might have been aware of them. You might not have been aware of them, and it's okay. But just allow them to come up now. I'm even getting a tickle in my throat. So the other thing I want you to become aware of is, where is this energy being held in your body? Where are you feeling these bits of emotions that are coming up? So there's definitely a lot in the throat area. I can sense that. And just allow yourself to sit with this, and it might not feel comfortable, and I want you to know that that's okay. It's okay to not feel comfortable right now, but you're in a safe space to do this. And just start listing. You can journal it, you can brain dump it, you can just call it out, you can speak it out, you can just let it be in your conscious mind. What is coming up for you right now? Is there sadness, frustration, anger? Oh, this happens with energy shifts. I'll start yawning and burping and sometimes coughing, and that's just the representative of the energy moving. And any grief coming up. And I'm feeling constriction, and maybe it's constriction in we're being, confined to our homes for the most part. So there's constriction there. I'm a hugger. I'm a big hug person. So this whole, no physical contact is a huge struggle for me. And I've had to do lots of work these past couple weeks to really just be like, okay, this is temporary, this is going to pass. And that's an important thing to remind ourselves, is that this will pass. Okay, so those are the ones that are coming up very strongly for me, but feel free to add in any others. Maybe there's some resentment, maybe there's some deep-seated anger, frustration, guilt, shame, who knows? It doesn't matter. Just allow yourself to feel those emotions. And then allow yourself to really pay attention to where are these sitting in our body, because they do get stuck in our body. So you might have pain points in your body that are connected with holding onto these emotions. And just allow yourself to sit here and be present. We have the time, we have the space. And allow yourself to feel them. Know that we are in a safe space. Before we even begin, I call up our energy guides to create a protective circle around us. I also visualize a 12D pyramid of golden light. So you can add that to your visual if you're a visual, to hold the space for you to release and to heal. And allowing yourself to simply look at these emotions that you've been feeling, like you're looking at them eye to eye, either through closed eyes or, with your eyes open. I like to do this with my eyes closed. and just allow yourself to look at it. So while we're holding that space, at the same time, I would like you to call in however you connect to the energy of unconditional love. Maybe you connect to it spiritually, maybe you connect to it through a child or an animal, or your passion in life, your passion with your work, whatever it is. Allow yourself to feel that expansion of unconditional love and allow yourself to call that up and know that we have access to that 24/7. We just have to remember to tune back into it and allow yourself to feel how expansive, how warm, how loving, how supportive that energy feels. And what I'd like you to do is, once you really feel anchored in this unconditional love energy, I want you to imagine putting all of those emotions that you were feeling before or still, and all of those energies that you're feeling in your body, those pain points, those discomfort points, those tightnesses and those constrictions, and allow it to kind of be enveloped by this energy of unconditional love. And allow yourself to simply take a few deep breaths in this space. I even feel the solar plexus area softening. It was very tight to begin with. And allow that to hold space, to let that intensity dissolve. Good. So now I want you to tune back into those emotions that you were feeling and just notice what you notice. Are they stronger? Have they lessened? Have they disappeared? You are an individual. You can see how that is happening for you. So now that we're in this softer space, this calm space, I want you to see what else is coming up for you. Definitely I'm feeling heart and solar plexus energetically coming through. And sorry, I'm just trying to multitask here. Okay, so allow yourself to tune into anything else that's coming up. And if it's the energy that you started with, that's okay too. And I want you to assign a number now of how strong this feels on a scale of 0 to 10. With 0 being neutral and 10 being super duper strong, unbearable, super painful, super uncomfortable. And really this is to help our mind have something to look at, anchor in, and have that evidence as you shift. And allow yourself to, again, look at your body and see how that feels. And then let's do a really quick empowered energetics. I refer to them as energy shifting sessions. call up those emotions. We're going to strengthen the energetic core, central nervous system. And then we're going to delete, dissolve, disassemble all of these emotions that have been coming up, the sadness, the grief, the resentment, the frustration, the anger. And let's let them delete, dissolve, disassemble in all time, all space, all dimensions, all the way down to the point of their creation. And let's release all reasons, causes, sources, triggers, and conditions surrounding these emotions that we've been holding on to, consciously or unconsciously. And let's release those in all time, all space, and all dimensions. Let's take, there's been a lot of this coming up lately, all of our energy from our past, our personal past, our spiritual past, our soul family past, our family lineage past. Let's take that and any of those emotions that have their hooks into us from those times, and we have hooks into those. Let's unhook from that now, so that we can move forward strong, sturdy, stable, in all time, all space, all dimensions. I've just shown like a beautiful lotus flower expanding, so this is good. Well done, well done. Okay, so guidance is saying enough for the EE. We're going to shift now and bring you some Arcturian healing. Arcturians are master ancient healers. I love their work. They are super fast. So, but they said that you are ready. So just allow yourself to keep your eyes closed and allow yourself to openly receive some healing of the lower mind now. So this activation will actually run for the next 30 days, and it helps clear any negative emotions and thoughts in our heads. It clears consciousness traps, fear-based programs, fear frequencies that just attract more fear. And it helps clear that from the mind. Clears the brain, the three main areas of the brain, the reptilian brain, limbic brain, and the neocortex, clearing and balancing our brain chemistry, and clearing and healing and upgrading our brain to a higher frequency and higher functioning. This also helps clear our 6th and 7th chakras, the thinking processes that are there. It helps us clear and differentiate our ego filters, any mental sliding, anything that we're holding negative, victimization. Anything in the false sense of ego, the ego, that part of us that isn't serving, that kind of creates and does create damage on our journey. It helps clear any fragmented parts of ourselves and brings ourselves back to oneness. It helps detach our mind's attachments to self-sabotage and like that black or white thinking, right? It's either this or this, and forgetting all the possibilities in the gray area. So it allows us to open up to that. It releases our mind's push to control, to fix, to judge, to categorize, to jump to conclusions. And it allows us to expand into our higher sensory being. Balancing the mind, balancing our focus, grounding, and I feel that energy grounding now. Bringing in energy of peace and harmony. And energetic, like consciousness. Being tuned in. Oh boy. Tuned in now. Thanks, Johanna. And replenishing and recharging our overall life energy force. And allow yourself to sit with this energy now. And allow yourself to notice what you notice. Whoops. See what you see, sense what you sense. And allow that to transform over the next 30 days. Then I was called to bring in deep heart healing. So you can hold your hands over your heart space. Tune back into that unconditional love that we know we are. And allow yourself to receive deep heart healing now. So this activation brings in deep healing of our heart space, our heart chakra, our heart chambers, all the way back from the point where we were energetically created to right now, this incarnation we're experiencing right now. It's helping us clear negative emotions, any pains of the heart, sorrow, loss, and sadness, anger, disappointment, resentment, judgments, and all dense energies that have been held in the heart space. Any memories and emotional charges, fears, thoughts, and belief systems. Releasing any blocks. We've put up blocks of our heart. Healing fragments of the heart. And allowing it to restore to its wholeness. clearing our heart on all levels, time, space, and dimensions. It's also healing any cords, and Archangel Michael is also coming in and saying he is going to be cutting some cords. So if that's connected to you, you just have to give permission to release these energy cords. Any attachments that we've had to people and situations that are no longer serving us, this activation helps clear that, and it upgrades our relationship with ourselves and with others in interactions of higher expressions. And allow yourself to really focus on, guidance is really calling you to focus on deeper breathing. Allow the chest space to expand. Allow the lungs to expand. And while this is happening, we are anchoring in peace, love, joy, serenity. And we're going to strengthen our heart, both energetically and physically, to be strong, sturdy, stable, resilient. We're going to strengthen our lung space to always be able to reach its maximum capacity, to take in full amounts of air with ease. We're going to strengthen and align all of our bodies, our physical body and our energy bodies, to work together as one. Let's strengthen and integrate those shifts before we move into some crystal activations. So now, and the heart space activation will also run for the next 30 days before we continue. So allow yourself to notice what you notice over the next month. So these crystals are to activate our sacral chakra. Remember, at the beginning, everything was tight in the heart space. And this is a big call for me to do today here. So these are crystals that we're going to set the intention to receive their energetic frequencies to support our sacral chakra. So allow yourself to be comfortable and breathe deep as you openly receive orange and coral calcite. This frequency helps you to flush, clear, clean out the sacral chakra, boosting your clairsentience and boosting, allowing yourself to feel your emotions, enhancing your vitality and your motivation. Allow yourself to receive the orange and coral calcite frequency now. Orange kyanite, upgrading our emotions, our connection to our emotions, our willingness to work with our emotions, our clairsentience, Allow yourself to receive the frequency of orange kyanite now. Peach aventurine. To help us balance our emotions, you can call in this frequency to help you balance your emotions when your emotions start to unravel. But it also brings in that peace and calm and tunes us into our own beingness, our own sensuality and our own sexuality. Allow yourself to receive peach aventurine now. Garnet. Allow yourself to receive the beautiful frequency of garnet to reignite your passion and bringing in loving, supporting energy. And this is to yourself and to relationships. And as we're able to adventure back out in the world to rekindle our relationships with others, rekindle our sense of commitment and fulfillment to ourselves and our journey here. Bringing in carnelian. Carnelian is a beautiful stone to wear, to hold when you really need a lift. I love bringing it out on days like today where it's gloomy here or it's rainy here, because it has such a sunny disposition about it. And it helps you anchor into a positive attitude, reawakens your creativity and your inspiration, which we're all being called to tap into. Allow yourself to receive the frequency of carnelian now. And sunstone. Sunstone frequency will help you lift depressive thoughts and uplift your spirit. So allow yourself to receive that energy now. And ruby. Bringing in the frequency of ruby to tap in to our passions, our joy, our pleasure in all aspects of our lives. And this time at home, we are absolutely being called to reconnect to those things, to increase our vitality and our life force energy. Allow yourself to receive this frequency now. And one more, cinnabar. Cinnabar frequency allows us to accept everything as it is. Whatever is happening, to allow ourselves to accept it, not fight it, not resist it. And guidance is saying for us to delete, dissolve, disassemble our resistance. It keeps us stuck. It keeps us spinning. It keeps us from moving forward. And allow ourselves to accept, some even say surrender, to the cosmic flow. And be present now. So this chakra activation will also run for the next 30 days. So we're going to finish with some pink and green. They both want to come in together. The Arcturian dragons. And I love them so much. I've actually seen them since I was a child. But now I have meanings connected to them. So the green dragon will be connecting us to our well-being on all levels of our beingness, our emotional, mental, physical, spiritual health. And also pink dragon connecting us to self-love and that expansion. And it brings us full circle because we started our session today with love. So just allow yourself to lean back or stay where you are to openly receive these energies. You might get a sense of a vortex type energy around with this, and then we will finish for today. Thank you so much for being here. So we're calling in our green and pink dragons. And you may see, sense, feel. You may receive communication from your guides during this time. And if you don't, that's okay too. Simply allow yourself to openly receive. Okay, so the energy is starting to dissipate here. Stay in this space as long as you feel called to stay. And just know every time you come back and visit this, you're visiting it from your new place in space. And the Arcturians work multidimensionally, so they are able to work with you from wherever you are at the next time you come in. Thank you, Johanna, for hosting this beautiful opportunity, and I really hope you enjoyed being in this space today, and hopefully we'll connect soon. Peace in.